EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down. He hurts. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10. First down, Titans.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 8-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
It's the score, Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Watson.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tennessee.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Nick Boyle.
A good pickup there at 22.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They go play action with Hurts. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
On Bell, the ball
call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well,
we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that.
And he coughs up the football near his own. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Watson looks to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Complete to Marlon Mack. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Titans first down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go, team. Let's go. Look, 57 on 18. 56. Here we go. Here we go. 56 for Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
On first down, Hurts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
39-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Check,
3rd and 2, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Brings up third down.
Throwing is Hurts. They set up the screen for Henry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And returning it, here's Hamler. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Hey, 31. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, 19. Right there, 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? You're the morning when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
What's that? 19. Minus 56. Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. 24.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
16.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. After the penalty, it's Henry. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. first down carry for Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And that will get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 2, Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from...
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. On 3rd and 2, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.